JAMARI. Bro, what a crazy title. Alright? I've probably seen 5 videos on Corey today on my newsfeed about some allegations thrown on him, bro. What is going on? I'm calling cap right now. What is happening, bro? What is happening? Shout out JAMARI. The CoryxKenshin allegations, bro.
So last night, my entire timeline was jumping talking about a YouTuber named CoryxKenshin. Truthfully, I don't really know much about the guy, but he is factually one of the biggest creators on YouTube. It appears to me that he mainly makes gaming playthrough style videos, and people really seem to universally love him. The last time I can remember him really making headlines was when he was saying YouTube is racist.
Bro, it's crazy because all of this happening while hasn't been consistent or uploading, you know what I'm saying? It's always something, gang, when like people are just out of the light.
This just showed favoritism or something like that. Well, last night, Corey found himself on the end of some...
Oh, POV, you didn't know this was one of the videos you'd look back on and realize he never cared. You just wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you.
Allegations from an ex-girlfriend, and now a lot of his fans are turning their back on.
And if you're a Corey fan, the first thing that comes out your mouth is a defense you can F off. Seeing too many excuses. I don't care if you watched him since the beginning of time. Hold him accountable or be quiet. Okay. I call it cap because it just ain't no way, bro. This first of all, this came out of nowhere. Came out of nowhere. People nowadays be throwing allegations and shade at everybody who has some fame. Alright? Don't believe everything you see or hear. Hear it from the source type. Okay? That's why off rip I was like cap. Gotta be cap. Now, if it is all true, of course you hold his ass accountable. I mean, that's the right thing to do. Like I'm a big supporter of Corey. You feel me? I with him, but like if he's on some weird shit like this, like the allegations are true, hold him accountable 100%. No one's safe from that shit, bro. No matter how rich, famous you are, it don't matter. You do some fuck shit, you did some fuck shit. Hold them accountable. Them, I should say, right? But man,
him saying that this all seems completely out of character, while others are obviously coming.
Never have, never will watch Corey, but it's no funny. It's no funny seeing nerds on Twitter with a parasocial relationship with him trying to cancel him or be intoxicated on and off relationship. Okay, let's hear it.
To his defense. So all of the information we have right now does come from the ex-girlfriend, who goes by the name Panda Ninja XX Official, and she posted 3 slideshows on TikTok which she titles "The Truth About Your Favorite YouTuber," adding I'm friend who goes by the name Panda Ninja XX Official, and she posted 3 slideshows on TikTok.
Hold on. How many? Okay. 228 likes. If I go on this page right now, and the only things on this page is those 3 slideshows, stop it. Let me see. Okay. All right. It's not the only thing. All right. I was about to say to go out of your way to make an account just to post 3 things exposing somebody is crazy work, bro.
Ninja XX Official, and she posted 3 slideshows on TikTok which she titles "The Truth About Your Favorite YouTuber," adding I'm not doing a story time, I'm sharing what I lived. If it feels heavy, it's because it was. Also saying content warning, non-graphic, emotional plus mental abuse, manipulation, narcissistic behavior, love, gaslighting, illness-related trauma, emotional abandonment, and status-fueled cruelty. I mean, just based on the sheer amount of buzzwords she used here, I thought, god damn, this dude must have done some really bad shit.
Facts, bro. All of those words we just saw on screen, bro. That's a crazy, terrible ass person. You know what I'm saying?
She starts out by saying that the world doesn't know the real Corey, and that he was hiding her from the world during...
Nah, bro, I'm reading all of this, gang. I don't want to do this, but I don't owe you my silence anymore. There's no clean way to start, just that familiar weight in my chest while the world kept applauding someone who never showed up for me.
Starts out by saying that the world doesn't know the real Cory and that he was hiding her from.
I was never part of your world publicly. You made sure I stayed close, just far enough to be invisible. Okay. All right, I'm gonna speak my 2 cents, right? I'm gonna speak my piece as it goes on. Obviously, my mind can change. What I'm saying can be complete opposite. It's just how it is, bro. Him not making the relationship public. Maybe he did that for the sake of privacy part of it, bro. Like, not everything needs to be on the internet. Not everything needs to be on the internet, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't blame him for not posting her. It could be a privacy thing, bro. He just wants his private life private. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everything has to go onto the internet, bro.
From the world during the duration of their relationship. She even questioned
Your followers eat up the whole man of faith image you push, but faith without basic decency isn't faith, it's branding. Oh shit.
his religious acumen here. You talk about devotion, but act like hurting people in private doesn't count. You fooled a lot of people.
That's not devotion, that's hypocrisy. You fooled a lot of people, but not me. Valid. Hey, bro. You can hurt people behind the scenes, bro. That's a fact, you know?
People, but not me. She goes on to say,
When I met you, I was at one of the lowest points in my life. I was still healing, still trying to remember how to love myself after going so long without it. I had all this love and nowhere to put it. And for a moment, your attention made me feel seen. Like maybe I wasn't invisible anymore. I'm not gonna lie, I wish like this was her like talking. You know what I'm saying? Like her in front of the camera just talking about all of this, saying all of this. Even if it was like her writing it down just to get everything out, you feel me?
that Cory met her when she was at her lowest, and that he made her feel important. She also alludes multiple
You ghosted me not because you were confused, but to teach me a lesson. You made me feel like I had to shrink just to earn a reply.
times to the idea that he ghosted her or that he.
And while I sat alone replaying every word, breaking myself apart just trying to make sense of it, they were out here calling you a positive role model. Oh.
Emotionally abused her, and then when she needed him the most,
You never showed up when it mattered. You only came around when it was convenient, when you wanted something, when it was easy. But when I needed care, support, the bare fucking minimum, you vanished.
he was nowhere to be found. You treated my body, my heart, my time like they were things that you could shelve and retrieve whenever it suited you. Like I only existed when you needed to feel wanted. And it seems like they had a complicated on and off relationship. She alludes to the idea that he apparently cheated on her in public. And then the next day, someone told me they saw you in California with another girl. He goes on to claim that
Another girl. Okay, maybe it was just a friend, because we can have friends out here, bro. If you're in a relationship, you and your partner can have friends. I'm gonna stand on that 100%, bro. Because if it was me and I got into a relationship and she didn't like the fact that I have 2 girl best friends, one of 20 plus years and another of 7 plus years, and she don't like that shit, you out the door. I'm not ending my friendships for nobody. No cap. No cap, bro. You can have friends. You can be in a relationship. You can be married. You can do all of that and have friends of the opposite sex. 100%, I agree. I don't care what no one says, gang. If you out here believing that your partner can't have friends, that's crazy work, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's like they were there before you. Like, remember that. They were there before you. Now, making new friends, that's a different story. You feel me? Like, I can understand you being a little skeptical of somebody making new friends, but you can still have friends. It's all trust, bro. It's all trust. But you snapped at me. You said it was your sister. Got defensive. I wasn't accusing you of shit. I just wanted the truth. But your reaction said everything, even if it really was your sister. Okay.
this was his sister, and she also says that this is when he stopped talking to
The guilt always slipped out before you could cover it. You always gave yourself away and then you ghosted again.
her all together. And then she goes on to say that
You know, bro, I'm reading everything, bro. I'm reading everything. Sorry, not sorry. I'm reading everything, gang. Do you know what that kind of pattern does to someone? It rewires your nervous system. It teaches you not to trust softness, not to believe kindness, and makes you think that if something feels good, it's probably a setup. I hear that.
That this ruined her nervous system somehow, and over she questions his position.
The persona you flashed on camera just a selfish, image-obsessed coward who cared more about looking good than being good. Damn. Bro, hold on, cause if I keep pausing, this is a long video, gang. It's gonna be a long video, I should say, but I want to read everything. I want to read everything.
As a role model on YouTube, and really the entire image that he presents in his content to his audience, claiming that
They were calling you what?
and really the entire image that he presents in his content to his audience, claiming that part 2 would be even heavier. And honestly, this first post I really saw as a nothing burger. Like, wow, man has a relationship with a woman of age. Yes, maybe he led her on, or he knew he had her wrapped around his finger, but nothing criminal or even immoral to me. Now in part 2, we see some actual messages exchanged between the two of them. Apparently they were communicating through Xbox quite a bit, which is insane to me, but I digress. Basically, it's
Damn, I want to read everything, bro.
communicating through Xbox quite a bit, which is
Messages. It wasn't even what you said. It was how casually you said it. Like nothing you'd done had ever left a scar. Like you hadn't already shadowed me once and just got bored.
insane to me, but I digress. Basically, it seems like after some time, Cory wanted to spin the block for a booty call, apparently making light of himself ghosting her in the past. Someone? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to fuck up your life some more.
Okay. That's cringe. That is crazy, yo. Why? Oh my, oh, that don't look good. That don't look good. Oh, that's not good, bro. That's not good. That's not, what? Why would you say that, gang? Why would you say that? Oh man. Uh-oh. Yep. I mean, that's proof, gang. Unless this is Photoshop. Unless this is Photoshop. And I'm not saying it is, okay? I'm not saying it is. I'm not trying to defend Cory. That right there, what he just said, is crazy work. No cap.
What? That was a joke, jeez. I was just asking. Now she claims he did this spinning of the block
Okay, so what's up? You still seeing someone? Oh, okay. Never heard you curse before. Oh, that shit went over my head. That shit went over my head. This man do not swear. At least the way he edits his videos, you know what I'm saying? That's why it threw me off. Oh shit. Damn. Nah, see, this right here is crazy work. That's
because he knew he could still get her and that it would make him.
You didn't come back to make things right. You came back because fucking with me made you feel powerful, because you knew I used to let you in, because you counted on the damage you did to me. Soft. Because you thought I'd be too broken.
And feel powerful. I mean, honestly, I think the dude just wanted to hit it again, seeing if it was a possibility. She claims, though, that he's some.
Oh shit. I'm glad I'm the same. I don't F anyone. Double bummer. What? The difference between you and I, though, is that I don't do it with just anyone because I was essayed. I'm not saying that for you to feel bad or whatever, but for you to understand. I know you told me that. I didn't know I got lumped into the category with the person that did that, because I was being used for that. I guess that time when you told me how you felt was not real too. Uh-oh.
Somehow through the fact that she was apparently assaulted in the past by someone.
You hear yourself, you know I'd survive SA. You knew how hard it was to feel safe in my own. But I didn't use that as leverage just to remind me how far you've gotten. Threw it in my face like I should be flat.
Else in her face in doing this. She says that he used her when he wanted sex.
I don't know why I'm lumped.
And he comes back and says that this wasn't.
Backpedal. You were never used. I need to make sure you understand that. I loved you. Like I said, didn't have my shit together. You love me? How is that possible?
The case, and that he genuinely loved her, but that apparently during the time of their relationship his life was all over the place. And despite previously claiming that
you once asked if I wanted to know how much you made, I said no because I didn't care. I never depended on anyone. I've worked hard my whole life and made my own money. Did I say money? I respect that, bro, because there's a lot of leeches out here. There is a lot of leeches out here, men and women. Okay, take care of your pockets. Make sure your family good and you good before you start. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to her for that, keeping it real. As she should too. Yo, get on your own shit. Everybody should be getting on their own shit. Don't depend on nothing or no one.
she did not care about his money or
I don't want
status.
too high. I just wanted to be treated like I mattered, like a human being. But even that felt like too much.
In the first part, she makes the assumption here that his life is all roses.
Then you had the nerve to say I loved you back then. I just didn't have my shit together. Really, you had the money, the platform, the fans, the house, the car, everything. You had every tool to be a decent human being. You still chose to be careless with someone you claim to love. Valid. Okay, money, platform, fans, house, car. He had everything. Cool. All of that still doesn't mean that he has his shit together. Maybe up here he didn't have his shit together. Maybe here in the heart he didn't have his shit together. This is all outside shit. You know what I'm saying? But I get where she's coming from. There's no excuse to treating somebody like a human being. There's no excuse to not do that. You should do that. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you got or what you don't have.
Because he has money and fame, which obviously we've seen countless examples that that's not always the case.
Yeah.
A lot of times more money.
There you go. Bro, these celebrities, gang. These celebrities, bro. They got everything. They got everything you want. And they still go through it. None of that shit matters, bro. That's I'm glad he brought this up, Jamari, bro. That's what I was getting at. None of that shit matters for real if it's not here or in the heart, you know what I'm saying? Your soul, you feel me? What's inside?
More status, well, it brings in a lot more problems for someone, especially mentally. And also, for the record, in her trying to expose him in this way, tells me that she is being very vengeful and really trying to turn his fans on him. I mean, just look at the way she titled this slideshow series. She was also trying to do like TikTok trends around the topic, which I'll get to here in a second. Now, apparently at some point this woman was diagnosed.
Okay. Bro, it's gonna be a long ass video if I keep pausing and reading. Oh man, I'm gonna just let it play through, bro. I'll read this as I edit.
With cancer, which is obviously terrible. She says she was diagnosed all the way back during the pandemic, saying that she felt more alone than ever. And so she apparently reaches out to him, and she shares this single text from him, allegedly, where he says, "That was the most passive-aggressive cancer review ever."
Fuck, man. Bro.
Alone than ever. And so she
My time was up. I wasn't taking your unfinished damage with me. Bro, what? Why?
Apparently reaches out to him, and she shares this single text from him, allegedly, where he says, "That was the most passive-aggressive cancer review ever."
Bro, what the fuck, bro? Yo, that's two things, bro.
With absolutely no other context, we don't know what she said to him before that, how she said it, or how long it had been since they had even talked. Claiming that seeing that text was harder than the diagnosis itself. I mean, come on.
Stop. Love, you got, like, what? Are we being serious right now? Hit harder than the diagnosis itself? Are we serious right now? Ain't nothing harder than you getting diagnosed with that, bro. That is scary as fuck. That is scary. For me at that point, fuck what anybody gotta say. Fuck their words, bro. What I'm going through is hitting me hard as it is. I'm already going through it, you know what I'm saying? To hit harder though, it adds on. It'll add on to how you feel negatively, but what do you mean hit harder? Come on, bro. That's nah.
I mean, she's basically acting like he says, "Well, that sucks, bitch, kick rocks," and then blocked her. Like, there is truly not enough context here to make a judgment about one single text message. Yeah. But she claims that that message showed his true character, and she even brings his mother into this, saying that he should know better because she went through something similar with cancer, which I think is so out of bounds and fucked up.
Alright, her bringing that up, maybe it was to get him to kind of like realize what he's saying, or kind of realize the situation at hand. But like bringing his mom up, bro, what? Bro, it's just certain shit you don't say, bro.
For her to say. Now, she claims she survived the cancer, thankfully, and this is where we move on to part 3, where she basically says that Cory was using other women in this way where he never
I gotta read this, bro. It's just so much going on. I gotta read this because Jamari's just summarizing everything. She posted you on her IG, and something in me paused.
3, where she
Looking back, I'm grateful because of that. I met the other women you hurt. One by one, I got introduced to more of them. Women with stories, women with messages they never sent. Women who saw the same
basically
patterns.
says that Cory was using other women in this way where he never truly committed.
The same affection when it benefited you, the same withdrawal when emotions got real. Blame always shifted onto the other person for the first time in a long time. The weight I've been dragging alone didn't feel so heavy anymore. We weren't alone. We weren't broken, just convinced we were.
To them, but like to keep them around. She goes on and on.
They stayed quiet just like I did because they did think their voice would matter. Because it's easier to carry the pain than to explain it. That's a fact. As sad as that sounds, that's a fact, bro. It's easier to carry the pain than to explain it. Fucking bars, bro. Like that's real. That's deep. But pain doesn't need permission to be real. Facts. Maybe I was meant to be the one to speak until they
about speaking her truth and holding Cory accountable.
This was never about revenge, it's about accountability. You wore kindness in public and cruelty in private, and silence helped you get away with both. I'm done swallowing my story so you can keep your faith.
Really painting the picture that what she's doing here is some brave act. And then she also shares this video of the two walking down a hallway where she says, POV, you didn't know this was one of the videos you'd look back on and realize he never cared. He only wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you.
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep?
Hmm?
Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish. You know.
What?
I didn't hurt you. You're good. I just got this fetish. You know.
What? What? What was the word that got muted? What?
What?
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Cory?
Just don't worry about it.
Cory?
It's good.
Cory, what did you do?
Bro. What? I want to know what he said, the blurred word, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
You do nothing. Look, this came right on my face. I didn't do anything.
He did something, and I'm gonna find out on the next episode of
Dragon Ball Z.
See, in this moment, right? Cory knows what she's been through. She's told him what she's been through, the essay, you feel me? All of that, right? I'm assuming this was recorded after him knowing and her sharing all of that, right? Why are you laughing? Like, I feel like maybe that's a way to kind of like just brush the whole interaction, this whole situation off right here, this specific clip. Maybe it's a way to cope. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But like, he said something kind of out of pocket in my eyes. Like, why are you saying that? She was asleep. I don't know, bro. Her reaction. Maybe that's just her way to cope or kind of like brush it off, or you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But why are you laughing? Given the fact of what you've been through, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if it was me in her shoes and my partner's telling me that, I'm gonna be like, what do you mean? What did you do? You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna laugh because it's like, I want to know what the hell you did. You feel me? What did you do? I don't know, bro.
Where you going with this?
Just her laughing, them laughing kind of makes it seem like this is just some light shit. It's nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Now, don't get me wrong, that was some weird shit he said about
crazy.
watching her in her sleep and doing something. But granted, these are two people whose relationship seemed very immature, toxic, and downright strange. Also, while editing this video, I found this clip where she was being interviewed on TikTok Live last night, and she talks about the things that Cory said in that clip, making it pretty clear that she knew it was a joke.
Obviously, you see me fucking laughing with him in the video. You can't be that dumb to think that
But people are that dumb, though.
Well, unfortunately, and then you guys are just a bunch of dumbasses.
Okay. See, how do you take that? How do you take that? You're laughing. It makes the whole situation light. Like you said, it's a joke. Okay, cool. But before you was laughing, you was saying, oh, I'm gonna find out what you was doing. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video. But if you guys read the point of view on there, I never said that that was the essay video.
That video in particular, she posted it because it was a nice moment, a nice one. Like, can y'all listen? That is what she just said. What's wrong with y'all?
I literally just said that.
She did
So if it's a nice joking video, why tie it into the situation? Why put, let me see the caption. Why put that caption there? 723. You didn't know this was one of the videos you'd look back on and realize he never cared. He just wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you. If this was you guys joking around and laughing, why post this and tie it into what you're trying to expose him for? You feel me? How do you take this shit, bro? How do you, you know what I'm saying?
I literally just said that.
She did also post this video trying to capitalize on the TikTok trend.
Bacon avocado. I dated CoryxKenshin, and he hurt me really bad, and I'm not the only one.
I mean, come on guys, you cannot tell me that this isn't at least a little bit about clout or revenge.
I didn't want to say it, but going back to what I said in the beginning of the video of people trying to expose other people, motherfuckers be doing shit for clout, bro. I'm not saying that's what she did. I'm just saying it happens.
I mean, at the end of the day, it really just seems like Cory was playing the fields, having fun with a couple of different girls. Yes, maybe some of them thought that it was something more serious, but either way, the guy did not do anything illegal. He had a fully consensual relationship with this woman. This is something that she said during a TikTok live just last night.
Between me and Cory. Like,
y'all are,
the essay happened to me when I was younger.
a whole different person.
And it has nothing to do with him. Like, and I said that many times in my letter. I never said it. You guys kind of assume because of his wording in the video.
Now you lost me. What is happening? What is going on? Is this for clout? Are you actually trying to expose him for being for how he treated you when you guys were together? What is this? Because if this happened last night and you posted those things a couple days ago, assuming, right? It just sounds like you're kind of like going against what you was just posting about him. You know what I'm saying?
That he's saying something weird, like, but he was being playful and he was like saying like things like
Thank you for saying
like,
that.
A laugh, like we were like, that's something we both laughed at. Like, that's something that didn't make me feel uncomfortable about him. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video. But and I'm gonna say this again. I never said he SA'd me. I never said he SA'd me. I'm gonna say it one more time for everybody.
I know you never said that.
I know, like you know, because you've been talking about it, you've been saying it over and over again. They're not listening because, like, some of these people, like, don't have a brain, obviously.
So yeah, it was kind of just one of those things where it was really none of our business, nor do I really give a shit if someone I watch for entertainment leads people on in their personal life. I mean, as long as he wasn't doing anything illegal or immoral, like I said earlier, I guess I just kind of think, who cares? Like, even the messages that she showed, they were either out of context or they seemed to be blown way out of proportion, like when he was merely joking around, or saying something else that we truly have no idea what prompted that response. And the other thing is, like, how he chooses to present himself in his professional life, in his videos and his streams is really his choice. Like, honestly, the way she set this entire thing up, you would think he was out here on some Diddy shit.
On some crazy shit, bro. Look at this. Look at all of this. Literally, look at all of this, bro. Look at all of this. This makes it seem like he put you through all of this and then some. And I'm not saying he didn't, okay? But it's like, for you to go on that live and kind of, it just sounds so like you're countering what you're trying to expose him for, if that makes sense. I don't know. If it's true, bro, obviously hold him accountable. I mean, the two things he said to her, crazy work to me. I ain't gonna lie, but
shit, or maybe like some Minecraft YouTuber activity, but it was really none of that. I don't know, it's just crazy to me because when I saw this last night, the way the people were talking about it on Twitter, the way his fans were reacting, you would think this guy did like the absolutely worst thing in the world when it really just seemed like maybe he played this girl with very loose evidence. I don't know, maybe I'm fucked up, maybe I'm seeing it wrong, maybe you guys will disagree with me in the comments, but nothing about what he did here screams like, oh, this guy needs to be canceled to me. But either way, I want to know what you guys think about this topic down below. If you're out there and you're a big fan of Cory, let me know down below if this changes the way you feel about him. Are you gonna stop watching his content? I mean, to me, this is just like a modern part of dating. Is it wrong to ghost people? Yeah, but is it like illegal? Absolutely not. But either way, I do want to thank...
Hey, bro. Shout out JAMARI. I don't know, bro. Again, I'm not trying to disregard what she's been through when it comes to him being involved, or even before him being involved, or even now. All right, everybody goes through shit. So, but in the case of like Cory, that live just throws it all off for me, bro. Cause it's like, okay, you feel me? She's saying what it is. She has screenshots between them two, that clip of them. They went through it, right? They were in a relationship, they were going through it. A lot of shit I don't agree with like him ghosting her and like cheating on her. Like I don't agree with none of that shit, bro. But like this live just kind of, it just seems like she was countering everything she had posted. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is why Cory goes ghost, man. I don't blame him. The girl is not a victim. She just made herself look stupid and makes it more difficult for women who actually were victims of abuse by men. Trying to destroy someone's life because you got ghosted is so self-centered and cringe. Hope she got the attention that she is desperately wanted. This online high school shit is really getting fucking old. These people need to grow up. People on Twitter are always ready to jump to conclusions without hearing the full story. And we don't even have the full story for real. We haven't heard from Cory himself. Will we? Maybe. Will we? Probably not. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I'm not surprised Cory went on 18-month break when internet was constant dramas. You literally cannot get famous without somebody trying to run your shit. Bro about to take a 25-year break after this. Oh, being a bitter ex and lying is such a way is so deplorable. Can't have shit nowadays, man. It's been debunked. She admitted he didn't do anything to her. Pretty fucking much, gang. Like literally that fucking live kind of just debunks everything, or most of it. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Some folks was hating on me for this when I posted it on Twitter, but the allegations she are alleging aren't matching the screenshots. Most of her TikTok posts of her are just her trying to give us a filler episode. The video looked like the two were joking, and it seems like she got mad. He only wanted to hit. She ain't say nothing for all these years, but all of a sudden now want to say something because she feels she is owed an apology. Cory, in my opinion, did nothing wrong. I said what I said. I just hate how the court of public opinion has already decided he's guilty before hearing both sides. People don't like to hear both sides, bro. I don't know what it is. People just, they hear one side of a story about something or someone and they stay right there. They don't bother to ask questions from the person they're hearing it from. Oh, he did that? He said this? Do you got any proof? Why would he say that? What did you do for him to do that? You feel me? Like, no questions at all, bro. They just like, all right, I hear you. I'm on your side. There's two sides to every fucking story, bro. And people don't bother to listen to both sides. I don't know, bro. This is just craziness again. It just seems like some clout shit. With that being said, I'm not trying to say like what she's been through is fake or lies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to say none of that. Maybe he was just a terrible partner. You know? I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's every time Cory's away, they try to some shit always comes up, bro. I really do hope he comes out and talks about it. I don't blame him if he doesn't. But yeah, I don't know, bro. Let me know what you guys thought.